And welcome back. Another day, another read. So let's get straight to your reading. I am seeing heavy on either reconciling with an individual or with yourself. This is more having to do with self-love, self-nurturing. We got the Lovers up here, upright. I'm seeing that you are filled with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of creative pursuits. I'm also picking up on impulsive energy as well. With this creativity, you are being warned about miscommunication being still up here. Makes a lot of sense because we're still in this Mercury period where it's like the shadow aspect. So miscommunication can still be possible here. But it's also fairly warning you about how miscommunication or emotional detachment can still affect this connection or even, partnerships currently right now. So be mindful of that, especially with this impulsive energy. Don't let your impulses get to you. I'm seeing there's going to be a great awakening with the Judgment upright. There is this higher calling that you're being called to do. This is in regards to you taking leadership towards a creative pursuit that you've been doing. Or you're being put into a leadership position in some shape or form here. Heavy on fire sign energy here. So you might have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. I'm seeing with this leadership position, you are really going to be very abundant, very fruitful. It is a period of growth. You have very fertile grounds here. And I'm seeing for quite a period, you've been feeling isolated or left out. But this isolation or this period of feeling left out is soon going to be over with, because I am seeing there is an offer that's coming. Either a partnership or you having a spiritual connection or a deeper new spiritual connection with the divine, with source. And with this spiritual connection, you are really unbinding and letting go of these old versions of yourself, these things that used to bind you and confine you and define you as this person, this timeline that, is no longer in existence. You're stepping into a better individual now. You are growing and evolving, especially with this leadership position. And it's because that you're taking slow and steady steps to grow, especially when it comes to your harvest. And I'm seeing a lot of fruitfulness coming for it, because I got the King of Pentacles. So a lot of stability, a lot of structure, a lot of safety. This is an overall good spread, honestly. Aside from the fact about the miscommunication, there's just a lot of fiery energy that is going to be used in your creative pursuits. And because you are doing it constructively with slow and steady steps as to whatever you've been developing and growing and using for, it's going to be very fruitful. And this is your sign. As in regards for relationships, just be very mindful about detachment and emotional disconnect. That's with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Be very mindful. That could create a tiff. But yeah, other than that, I feel that is, for the most part, the reading for today. Aside from the fact that you are healing ancestral cycles. And that's heavy on getting rid of the devils. Getting rid of devil energy. Getting rid of, things that confine you. Keep you in these toxic cycles. Toxic habits. Toxic mindsets. Belief systems. Whatever it is. Whatever you define this devil energy to be. Goodbye. Goodbye. And on to this next chapter that you're stepping into. So yeah, I feel that's for the most part that read. Now, if this reading resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. And I'll see you back in divine timing. And I know this reading was short and sweet and simple. And we'll just keep it light for today. So there's that. Bye.